A very warm and sweet morning to all of you. I am Nikhil Khurana, your chemistry teacher. As you all know, we have earlier done about the 4 chapters. Now we are going to start our new chapter after summer vacations. I hope all of you have done all the previous chapters. You make all the notes and all the material, all the question answers, and you don't have any doubt. If you have any doubt, we are available in school from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. You can come and take your doubt. Now we are going to start our second chapter of chemistry, that is the is matter around us pure. In our first chapter of chemistry, we discussed that what is matter. Matter is anything which occupies space and has mass is known as matter. That means all the substances present around the world, in our surrounding, in our nature is known as matter. So now matter around us is of two types. First is the pure substance and another is the impure substance. What is included in the pure substance? Like pure substances, we can say there are some substances which don't have any extra material added into it. They are known as pure substance. Example, iron. Iron nail is completely made of iron. So it is completely made up of iron, and when we trying to break it, then whole iron element, whole iron particles are obtained. Hence the iron nail is a pure substance. And the second one is about the impure substance. When we take about the soil, it is the mixture of two or more substances. It is the mixture of many substances like silica and silicon and sand particles, etc. So sand is included in the impure substance. Now we are going to discuss these pure substance and impure substance, the first part of chapter in detail. The first is the pure substance. What is the definition? Those substances which is made up of only one kind of particles are known as pure substance. For example, sulfur, water, sulfur element, water molecule. Water is a molecule, H2O. When you break down the water, then only water is obtained. Like I am having the water liquid particles. When I give heat and converts into vapors, then also water is present. I am giving you example of in the previous term also that the formula of water will not break, just the particles from the closest to farthest. Okay, hydrogen element is also an element and it's a pure substance. Sulfur element is also made up of only one kind of particles, hence sulfur and all the elements are pure substances. All elements and compounds are included in the pure substances. What is the checkout? How can we check? Pure substances are homogeneous throughout its mass. Are homogeneous means अगर हम देखें तो स्टार्टिंग से लेके लास्ट तक वो एक जैसा दिखे. फॉर एग्जाम्पल मैंने अभी आयरन नेल का एग्जाम्पल दिया, आप उसकी टिप से स्टार्ट करें या एंड तक देखें, फ्रॉम द टिप टू इट्स एंड, द होल आयरन नेल इज मेड अप ऑफ ओनली आयरन पार्टिकल्स. हेंस iron element is a pure substance. Iron nail is a pure substance. And this is the homogeneous. What is the meaning of homogeneous? That means in which you can't differentiate between the two substance, two particles or two states. For example, I mix sand in water, then you can also know that sand particles get settled down at the bottom and water molecules are present upside. Hence, this is the heterogeneous. But if we dissolve salt or sugar in water, then it completely mixes into it. Hence, it is known as the homogeneous. So, homogeneous, it is the regular uniform distribution of particles throughout the mixture is known as the homogeneous. If it is not uniform, then it is heterogeneous. Pure substances cannot be separated into other kinds by matter of its physical process. I am also not telling about that the pure substances cannot be separated out. If you want to break down, then only similar particles will be obtained. A pure substance has fixed composition as well as fixed melting and boiling point. So this is the chemical method to check the pure substance, that the pure substance is having fixed composition. Like water is having composition, that is 2 element of hydrogen and 1 element of oxygen will form the molecule of water. Hence the pure substance has fixed composition. Its melting and boiling point is also fixed. Like water is having melting point, that is 0 degrees Celsius. It's not 1 anytime. It's not 1. The boiling point of pure water is 100 degrees Celsius and the boiling and the melting point of pure water is 0 degrees Celsius. It is always fixed. So next we are coming to the what are impure substances. Just reverse of pure substance, those substances which is made up of more than one kind of particles are known as impure substance. That is made up of more than one kind means 2 or more than 2 or more kind of atom or molecules is known as the impure substance. For example, salt solution, you always know salt solution is made up of salt and water, hence it is a impure substance. About the milk, milk is made up of fat, proteins, water and etc. So milk is also a impure substance. Sea water, air is the mixture of nitrogen, oxygen. What is the composition of nitrogen? That is the 71%. Composition of oxygen near about 20% and rest gases are there. All the mixtures are included in the impure substances. Impure substances may be homogeneous or heterogeneous. Impure substances may be homogeneous or heterogeneous. Impure substances can be separated by physical means, like salt water can be separated by evaporation process. Impure substances don't have any fixed composition or a fixed melting or boiling point. Impure substance का कोई भी fixed composition नहीं होता. That means salt को आप water में किसी भी composition में add कर सकते हो. Next is coming to the point of elements. An element is a pure substance which cannot be split up into 2 or more simpler substance. That is the pure substance. We are telling about elements are the pure substances which can't be split into 2 or more simpler substances. Example, hydrogen element. There are 118 elements known at present. 118 elements now till now present hai, out of which 94 elements occurs in the nature and 24 elements are artificial, that are man-made. Okay, examples: hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, oxygen, nitrogen. There are lot of elements, 118 elements. Elements can be solids, liquids or gases, like copper, iron, these are the solids. Mercury, bromine, they are present in liquid state, and hydrogen, oxygen like gases are present in the gaseous state. So on the basis of their properties, elements are of 3 types. First is the metals, second is non-metals, and third one is metalloids. In the next video we are getting more information about the metal, non-metal and metalloids. So till now you have to do here. Okay, thanks and have